Some conservatives hunting for a Trump alternative and may turn to a third-party challenge. There are reports that Mitt Romney is helping to raise money and that he's looking for recruits, with Nebraska Senator Ben Sasse at the top of the list. But RNC Chairman Reince Priebus urging caution, saying that he believes that would only end in failure.
They could try to hijack another party and get on the ballot. But look, it's a suicide mission for our country, because what it means is that you're throwing down not just 8 years of the White House, but potentially 100 years on the Supreme Court, and wrecking this country for many generations.
Jeff DeWitt is the Arizona State Treasurer and chairman of Trump's campaign in Arizona. Good morning, Jeff. Good to have you back on the program.
Good morning, Martha. Thank you for having me.
So, you know, this is a real thing. I mean, Mitt Romney was the last nominee, of course, and he has a lot of sway in the party. He made some very strong statements against Donald Trump early on. The word is that Ben Sasse and John Kasich were both approached and that they both said no. What's your response to this effort?
Well, RNC Chairman Priebus is exactly correct that anything like this, any third-party run, would be suicidal to the Republican chances in the fall, and it would be absolutely destructive to the Republican Party over the long haul. So, you know, the effort that Mitt Romney is mounting to do this, it goes against all the faith and the trust that we Republicans placed in him 4 years ago, and he failed us on that faith and trust. And for him to do this now and to be one of the most entrenched members of the establishment fighting against our presumptive nominee and to destroy the party makes no sense. I think what he's actually doing is destroying any future prospects he has of having any sway in the party past this fall.
All right. So on Fox News Sunday, Chris Wallace spoke to Representative Tim Holzkamp and also Newt Gingrich, and they had a little back and forth over the issue of Donald Trump. Let's play that and get your thoughts.
He's vulgar, he's crass, and I don't know where they're going to go. I mean, the best thing about Donald Trump today is he's not Hillary Clinton, but he's certainly not a conservative either.
Donald Trump is not a traditional conservative. He's never claimed to be a traditional conservative. Now, are we really prepared to say that Trump is more dangerous than Hillary Clinton? Because if he's not more dangerous than Hillary Clinton for any rational conservative, then he is dramatically safer as a vote.
What do you say to Tim Holzkamp and the people who feel as he does?
Well, all I can say is Donald Trump has millions more votes than any Republican primary presidential candidate in the history of the country. And so the fact that he thinks he's not conservative enough or not correct for the Republican Party, obviously the vast majority of Republicans across America feel very differently, including myself. So, you know, it is time to rally around Donald Trump and to stop saying these things. Honestly, it's not helpful. It's divisive. And I don't know what they think they're going to accomplish by saying these things. You know, Donald Trump is a businessman. If we want to say he's not typical of the politicians that we send up every other time that in the last few elections have been cannon fodder for the Democrats, then yeah, he's very different from that. But Donald Trump is somebody that can win for the Republican Party, and quite frankly, he's going to do wonders not only for the party but for America. And it's time to rally around him. So stuff like that is it's just asinine. But I do appreciate Newt Gingrich, and you know, Newt Gingrich has been a strong supporter, and he's a very smart person, and he understands Washington, and he obviously understands that Donald Trump and his approach of doing things differently and putting America first is what we need.
So when you look at Holzkamp and the things that he said he didn't want his 9-year-old to watch Donald Trump because he felt that he was crass, and you know, he just feels that his presentation is something that he can't abide. Is there anything that you think your candidate should do to try to convince people like him that he is the right person for the job, or do they just kind of let those people go, say it doesn't matter?
Well, no, I think that what they're focusing on are comments from a long time ago. You know, here and there, some you know, off-the-comment jokes, things like that, off-the-cuff remarks. But when you look at the whole, Donald Trump is a very successful businessman. He's a gentleman that can walk into a room of some of the most high-powered people in the financial world and walk out with billion-dollar deals. And he is absolutely the right person to walk into, you know, meetings with high-level foreign leaders or anything else that we need that troubles our country, and he can straighten things out. And it is doing things differently. I don't think any of us have ever hidden the fact that with Donald Trump, we're going to do things differently. But that's what we need. You know, our Congress has one of the lowest approval ratings of all time. The establishment is doing nothing to help everyday working Americans. And Donald Trump is coming out to say, and he's giving back. I mean, this is a big step backwards in his life, you know, financially and personally for him to do this. But it's something we need, and I think we should all be very appreciative of what he's doing for us.
Jeff, thank you. Good to see you this morning.